Hi, Greg Miller here for Spinoff Investing Simplified, and I've got another video about Gridsum Technologies today. It's a going private transaction. Take a look. Hey everyone, this is Greg Miller from Spinoff Investing Simplified. I'm your host here at Spinoff Investing Simplified's YouTube channel, and I appreciate you stopping by and taking a look around. If you appreciate this video or any of the others, please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you along. We also appreciate your comments, and smashing that like button helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. We sure appreciate your time with us and hope you enjoy this video. Thanks a bunch. So Gridsum is a company out of China, and it is going private. We don't know exactly when, but today I'm going to be talking a little bit about it, and you can kind of see just my thoughts on this particular transaction, this special situation. So this is a really straightforward opportunity. Current entry price is about $1.72 per ADS, and the going private price they're stating from the SEC document that's here on the screen. They're stating that they'll pay $2 per ADS, so that gives you about a 14% gross return. Now, some things you need to think about when you are going, when you participate in going private or any other type of transaction for companies that are not as part of the United States financial sector, and you are living in the United States, is you need to recognize that your company that you do your share transactions, your TD Ameritrade or whatnot, will probably charge additional fees for these types of transactions for companies outside of the US. So recognize that your ADS may add additional costs to this. I think the fee that TD Ameritrade was quoting me was something like $28 or $38 or something like that for this particular thing. But there is a cost for the transaction for companies that are not in the United States if you participate in the actual going private transaction or a tender offer or whatever. So just be aware that sometimes it looks like a great return, 14%, great, awesome, I'll take that any day. But in this particular case, that's going to be lessened by some additional fees that might be part of this. The other thing to pay attention to on this particular going private transaction is they don't necessarily have a date at this time. Now, that doesn't always scare me. Sometimes I'm pretty confident with this that I would jump in on it. But in this particular case, I don't know enough to feel comfortable going one way or the other with this. And yeah, there's no set date at this time on that. That's good. But it could be 6 months. It could be 3 months. It could be next week that we would get updated information on this. With that in mind, Wanda Sports Group, that was one that I mentioned a while back, they had a similar type of transaction, and then about a month after the transaction was put out there, they had their board get together and take a look at it, and then 2 weeks after that, so 6 weeks into the transaction, they came out and stated, hey, by the way, we don't believe that you should participate in it. So basically what happened is you had your money, if you had your money in it, you just kind of sat there for 6 months or 6 weeks, and it didn't really go one way or the other. So it's probably a relatively safe spot to put your money. Whether or not you're going to get any type of return, that's the other question. In my particular instance, this is something that's interesting. But then again, if you've seen some of my other videos, you probably know that I'm not too keen on going outside of the United States just because of my own personal situation. And this is a similar situation with that. If I'm going to put any money into this, it's going to be pretty small stuff. I'm not going to go all out on it. And I'm To those that do it, great for them. And this was actually an idea from somebody that watches the video channel. So shout out to Jillian Taters. Thank you very much for giving me this idea. And it was interesting to look at. It's just, for me personally, it just doesn't make sense to really put in a significant return or a significant position in this particular one. If you go ahead and do that, good luck, guys, and thanks a bunch for watching. Take care. As we finish up, we have one final note for you. This video was made for educational purposes only. Any companies mentioned in this presentation were discussed for educational purposes only. Discussing such companies and the specifics about them is for illustrative purposes only and not a solicitation to purchase them. We recommend that you conduct your own research and identify why you might want to own the company yourself before you commit any funds. We also recommend that you seek the services of a financial advisor that has considered your situation as your fiduciary. May your education here grow your knowledge, improve your personal investing performance, and give you the confidence to take control of your future. Thanks.